Welcome back to B Spice. In this session, we'll continue our talks on fire and gas detection, design and selection. And in part B, we'll focus on toxic gas detector selection. So, hope you have watched my previous session on fire and gas design and selection, wherein we focused predominantly on flammable gas detector. Okay, so flammable gas detector in the sense point gas detection, open path line of sight gas detector, catalytic type, and aspirated gas detection. We have dealt in detail. Okay, so now in this section, we will talk about toxic gas detector selection. So under that, what we will focus is the requirements of toxic gas detectors, the basic requirements, and we will touch upon a bit on H2S and oxygen deficiency detector, and also we'll cover on the duct mounted detectors. Okay. So yeah, the next part is fire and smoke detector, wherein we'll cover this in the next session, part C. Okay, wherein what are all those detector type selection, manual call points, optical type flame detector, optical type smoke detector, ionization type smoke detector, linear heat detector, plastic tube fire detection devices, cryogenic heat detector. All these will focus on part C. Okay, now back to business. So before going into the detail of toxic gas detector selection, uh, so just want to inform you, generally friends, generally the concentration at which toxic gases need to be detected are far lower than for flammable gas detection. Okay. Generally, the concentration at which toxic gases need to be detected are far lower than for the flammable gas detection. So that's a point. Just remember this. Okay. So flammable gas detector shall therefore not be used for detection of toxic gases, even if even if it coexists with the what do you call it? The toxic coexists with the flammable gas of a different component. For example, H2S in conjunction with the hydrocarbon mixture. You got it, friends? See, the point is generally the concentration at which toxic gases need to be detected are far lower than the flammable gas detection. So the point is the flammable gas detector shall therefore not to be used for detection of toxic gas. We should not use flammable detector for detection of toxic gas. Even the toxic gas coexist with the flammable gas of a different component. For example, H2S in conjunction with hydrocarbon mixture. So that is the point. Okay, this is just an intro part. So I want to give you like outline actually the toxic gas. We can have a two category friends for toxic gas. One is the category one. Okay. So in category one, gases which create an immediate health hazard like danger to life. Okay. For example, hydrogen sulfide. Isn't it? Yes. Carbon monoxide, hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen chloride, chlorine gas. So this comes under category one. So detectors in this category shall be fast, reliable, and preference shall be given to the speed of response over procession. That's a point. So preference shall be given to the speed of response over procession. Okay. So this is about category one. Category two, detector for gases that create a health hazard on long-term exposure. For example, carcinogenic gases such as vinyl chloride, benzene, toluene, butadiene. Okay, so detectors in this category shall be reliable and precise. You got it? So category one, preference should be given to the speed of response over precision. Category two should be reliable and precise. Speed of response is not an issue. Okay, got it, friends? So when we talk about, toxic gas, we should only think about this category one and category two. So I repeat, category one is fast, okay, and reliable. Okay. preference should be given to the speed of response over precision. Category 2, reliable and precise. Okay, got it? So category 1 can create immediate health hazard. Okay, danger to life. Category 2, create a health hazard on long-term exposure. That's it. As simple as that. Okay, now we go into the requirements of toxic gas detector. So meaning when we order or when we prepare a project spec, what are the requirements we should put forth? Okay, okay, let's talk. Let's talk. So for detection of toxic gases, solid state, electrochemical diffusion adsorption type detector shall be used for continuous monitoring. So for detection of toxic gases, what we have to go for it is solid state electrochemical diffusion adsorption type detector. Just that one you remember. And sensor response shall not be affected by ambient temperature. That is another point. Sensor shall be highly specific to the toxic component as specified in the data sheet. Okay, right. Then again, when we talk about the calibration range, should be from 0 to 100 ppm. Okay, so that is the point. And also, we also need to talk to the vendor, the seller, to ensure or to provide a list of components that will cause cross interference with the measurement of electrochemical sensor. So we have to ensure that, okay, the use of selective filters to eliminate cross sensitivity shall be evaluated by the vendor, okay, and it has to be submitted to the owner or EPC contractor. Okay, friends, you got it right. So the field mounted toxic detector shall be selected to detect gas leakage in working areas of open outdoor installation. Okay. And another point is toxic gas detector shall be configurable and shall be possible to calibrate the detector. Okay. And similar to what we covered in the flammable gas detection, toxic gas also shall have isolated 0 to 20 milliamps 3-wire analog output for transmitting status information to the FGS system and configurable as per NAMUR NE43. And when we talk about the diagnostics, of course, the same, like close to minimum signal level, low voltage, internal system failure, failed to zero, calibration error, all these, we need to ensure it. Okay. And also, you may ask, what is the standard actually applied for this? Yes, the toxic detector shall, as a minimum, comply with the requirements in line with EN 45544. Okay, all sections of 45544. Okay, so that is the requirements. Now we'll focus on the H2S. This is one of the toxic, right? So H2S toxic detector shall be spot detector. Just this is a point. It's a spot detector. So electrochemical sensor shall be used for detection of toxic gases, H2S. Okay. And the sensor shall be capable of poison resistant, also elimination of cross sensitivity. That is what we have mentioned, right? Vendor need to give the list of, list of components that will cause interference, right? Yes, sir. So we have to use a sensitivity filter to eliminate the cross sensitivity. Okay. So that is a point here. Okay. And when we talk about the accuracy, again, it's a plus or minus 5% of full scale measurement range as a minimum. And response time less than 40 seconds, less than 40 seconds. This is for the H2S gas detector. Then when we talk about the installation, okay, H2S gas detector shall be mounted at around 500 to 750 mm above ground. Okay, 500 to 750 mm above ground. Then when we talk about the items for installation, again the mounting assembly, including bolts, rigid support, sunshade, all these. And when we talk about the commissioning and maintenance, the vendor has to give the calibration kit, testing, simulation, gas, all these. Okay. So that's about the H2S. Now we'll talk about the oxygen deficiency detector. Okay. So here is a very short one only. Oxygen detection shall be arranged in zones where personal presence is frequent and when air system is backed by inert gas. Okay. So basically this is part of the analyzer house actually. This is not much to deliberate. So the point is oxygen detection shall be arranged in zones. Okay. Where personal presence is frequent. Okay. And yeah, this is all about the toxic. So when we think about toxic, so think about H2S and of course the oxygen. So mainly it's H2S. Okay. Then we move on to the duct mounted detector. Okay. So the duct mounted detector, what is this duct mounted detector? So basically, when a gas detector is to be installed in a duct, this shall be done with a mounting kit specially designed for installation in air ducting. Okay. So the design of complete system and measuring method shall enable reliable detection of flammable and toxic gases in high airflow environment. So this is basically not the type, it is just the location. If it is mounted on the duct, then we need to, ensure the complete system. Okay. So to reliable detection of flammable or toxic gases in a high airflow environment. So gas detector shall be provided with a complete with all mounting accessories for duct mounting, ensuring the point is to ensure a leak tight installation. That's it. And also the sampling in high airflow environment. And additionally, the detector shall be easily removable from the duct to facilitate the maintenance. That is also need to be enforced. So duct mounted gas detector shall provide a complete with integrated test gas facility. What for? To allow validation, calibration without removing the detector from duct. That is the point, right? Even when the HVAC system is in operation. That is the point. So calibration of duct mounted detector shall be possible standing on a fixed floor, although detector is much higher. So the calibration of duct mounted detector shall be possible standing on the fixed floor itself. Okay. Or maybe, yeah, we can also have a higher also. So yes, that's all about this. Duct mounted detector. One moment, friends. I'm just checking whether I can add on a few more actually. Duct mounted detector. Yeah, that's it, I think. So good to go. Thank you for watching. And next, actually, we'll focus on what? We'll focus on fire and smoke detection. So thanks for watching and can show your support either by pressing the thumbs up button or becoming a member. Right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.